Hi guys, welcome back to another polygel nail design set. I hope all you guys are doing well. So for this set, I just wanted to do like a intro into fall in a sense. I just wanted to get out of the bright bold colors of summer and just kind of go into those fall or autumn themed colors. And I feel like that's what I did with these. It wasn't a whole lot to them. It wasn't nothing really special about them. It was just me changing my mindset as far as colors went. But I still love them. I think they was cute. And so we getting right into it. I already did my prep, my foam application, and peel off base coat. And so the majority of the polygels that I used for this set was from Landfo. The kit is still available on Amazon. For you guys who have been following me for a while, you know that Landfo was in my top 3. In fact, it was my second favorite. That was their older kits. Now they have went from my top 3 down to my top 10, which is unfortunate because I really love them and always recommended this brand. But the newer kits, at least the last 4 kits that I ordered from this brand, they changed the formula in a sense. So they are runny now. They're not too bad on the sticky, but some of them have a stickiness to them, especially this color here. But they was like runny, a little sticky. And the old kits wasn't like that. The old kits, you had plenty of time to work. They didn't run wherever you put it. It was what it was. But me personally, I am still going to order their polygel. I just wouldn't use it on my nail bed. It was just a hassle. Like, I truly had to like work really fast on them nail beds, and I was constantly having to clean my cuticle area just to get this little bead to do what I needed to do. But anyway, so all I'm pretty much doing is putting that little bead on there, kind of pushing it over to the side in a slant. Mainly, and that wasn't originally my idea to slant it, but because it was running, it was like easier for me to just work one side of the cuticle versus doing the whole nail bed. But anyway, all of these colors for them, all of the Landfo ones came from the same kit. This orange here, it wasn't as sticky as that light orange, so that was a plus. But this one's a little bit more on the jellier side. But still, all of the colors from the kit was absolutely beautiful. But again, all I'm doing is just slanting that polygel, making sure it's connected, getting it around that cuticle, and just trying to keep it from flooding the cuticle. And then just like swoop it over to the side. These reminded me of I don't know if you guys know, but those little lollipops or whatnot that you get at like carnivals and fairs, like that's what these reminded me of. But yeah, I'm kind of skipping it here. But anyway, so yeah, I did the same thing for the ring finger and the middle finger. I was going for the same design, but not quite the same. So I kind of struggled making all of the nails look identical. And so I was trying to just make them all swoop, but look a little bit different. That way I didn't have to worry about trying to match them up perfectly. But yeah, same thing, same color, just pushing it on it and pushing it down to the side. Yeah, it wasn't a whole lot to that. But while that is doing that for a minute, I definitely want to say I am still giving away polygel. So, and along with a few other little things. So, if you guys are still interested in the polygel, please reach out to me. The best way to get in touch with me is either my Instagram, which is also Msbrittenynails. Is you can send me messages or DM me there, or you can send me messages via email, which is jonesbrittany@gmail.com. But I'll put both of my contacts down in the description. But if you guys want the polygel, don't be afraid to reach out. Let me know. I just didn't want to ask you guys what's your shipping information all on in the comment section. And so I needed somewhere privately to talk to you guys. So I am still giving away polygel. Feel free to ask for it. And for you guys who have received packages from me, if you want more, just let me know. I'll be more than glad to ship it to you. All right, so this yellow, it was like a it wasn't pastel, but it was definitely a white base yellow. And so I was a little nervous about this one because the yellow was like right at my free edge. And a lot of like white base polygels, they don't cure extremely hard. And I was nervous that the nail may, once I started following this stuff, that it may start chipping or cracking on the side. But I will say I did not have that problem with none of these colors. So that is still a plus with Landfall, and I think that's why they still sit in my top somewhere, because I don't have a problem with curing them for the most part. I don't have a problem with filing. I don't have a problem with them breaking or anything like that. So that is still a plus. But I was looking at this nail at this point because I just wasn't feeling the middle finger. It was like I was liking the look of the ring finger. And so, oh, let me back up to you guys because I'm kind of all over the place. I'm sorry. But all I'm pretty much doing is, because the kit came with 2 colors or 2 shades of the same color. And so that was all I pretty much did. Just took both of the oranges, a light shade and a dark shade, both of the yellows, light and dark, both of the greens, light and dark. And so that was all I did. I just wanted to use as many colors as possible from the kit because I already knew how the texture and stuff was beforehand, so I wanted to just go ahead and use as much as I could. But yes, I was like, I just wasn't feeling it. Like the ring finger was cute, it was giving a nice little swoop swirl, and I can see the outcome of that. But the middle finger, it just was not giving what it needed to give. I don't know, I was struggling with it. And so you guys will see real soon, it should be coming up shortly, that because I did not like it, I removed the whole nail. And so I usually leave stuff like that out of the videos, but I wanted to leave that in to show you guys that I mess up all the time when I do my sets. I can have something or in the works of doing something and just don't like it, and mid-set just take that whole nail off and start again. And so yeah, sometimes you just gotta start again. So, but I wanted to show you guys because I didn't have to file it off or anything like that. And so after this green, yeah, after the green, it will come up. Usually the first finger I do is the first finger I record for like reels and shorts, so kind of dragged out. But alright, so after I went ahead and did the greens and cured it, I removed my form on this middle finger. This is the one I didn't like. Now every color is getting a quick cure, so this nail is not fully cured, so that was a plus. Alright, so after I remove my form, then I take some tweezers and just kind of lift in a corner or a little area or whatnot that I can get the tweezers under. And because I'm at my desk and not at my kitchen sink, I had to squeeze a little oil. Now this is just some olive oil that, you know, I probably use for my hair or something at some point. But I just took a little oil, put it under there, took the tweezers, got the oil on the tweezers, and then the nail popped off. Again, that nail was not fully cured, and so it came off with no problem. Then I just took some alcohol and wiped off all of the uncured polygel. Also wiped it really hard so I can get that peel off base coat off my natural nail. Making sure any that may have gotten under the nail, I get all of that out. So I'm pretty much starting from scratch, and I just wanted to make sure the nail was fully clean. And then after cleaning it off, I take my fingernail and just kind of push that cuticle back a little bit. 1, to make sure nothing is under it. And 2, just so I can have a clean application around the cuticle area. So then I'm just going to take my form, pre-pinch it at the tip, open it up. Now, okay, because I'm going to customize it, so I'm going to try to explain that. But I'm just going to, okay, I'm cutting the sides because my middle finger, 1, it grows upwards, and 2, it grows square. And so I cut the sides, that way I'm able to get the form to fit up underneath of it and create a C curve. I cut those corners out to make it fit under my natural nail as a puzzle because my nails grow straight and I don't have a smile line, so I have to make the form straight. Then after getting that form on, which is always a struggle, my middle finger's forms are always a struggle because that finger is crooked and I gotta it goes to the right, so I gotta kind of shift it to the left. But after I do all of that, get that form back on, I'm just going to take that same peel off base coat, and for this set I did use the McCart peel off base coat. I'm gonna wipe the nail again just to make sure no oils or anything have gotten on it. Then put that peel off base coat, a thin layer, make sure the whole nail is covered again. And then I gave that a full cure. So I believe I did like 60 seconds or something, maybe 30, but I'm quite sure maybe 60. And then I went ahead and pretty much started the process again as I did with the ring finger. Only thing that is a problem for me when I do this is that I kind of forget what number or line I scoped the previous color to. And so trying to match it up to that ring finger was a little bit difficult, just slightly, because I couldn't remember what line I brought that first color down to. But overall, I got it going, got that color on there, and then cured it. Now, because the video is going to kind of jump, because I didn't want to show you guys the same process over again from the ring finger, if that makes sense. So I just wanted to show you the first color on the the first color on the middle finger, just so you can see my start over process. But after I get this one done, it's going to jump all the way down to the last color once I get it on there. Again, like I said, this was a little bit of an issue because I was constantly having to keep an eye on that cuticle. But alright, I guess I could have took some of that out of this video. I'm sorry, guys. I absolutely hate editing these videos for YouTube. But alright, so I went in with this green from who was this glitter from? Bellavina. Okay, so this green glitter, alright, so I had to get the green glitter. I didn't have to, but I chose the green glitter because I ran out of colors from the landfold kit, and the nail just wasn't long enough for me, and I did not want to have to start over again with that orange. That it was just a pain in the butt, and so that is why we went in with a green glitter. I chose this particular brand because it was on the bottle, so I knew exactly what shade this glitter was. But alright, so that's just how I ended off all of the nails. Well, yeah, all of the nails, but for the video's sake, that is how I ended off the ring finger and the middle finger. I'm sorry, guys. I'm like all over the place with this video. Again, like I said, I don't really care to do these edits or these voiceovers. I know with time I'll get better. It's just, but I'm just trying to give the nail a shape pretty much. So I'm just squaring, bringing down my sides, making sure it's long enough, and then just square them off and cure them. Okay. So, again, I didn't want to use that orange anymore, so I grabbed this. What's this? I think that was a warm nude. I think this was warm nude from iGel Beauty. Absolutely, absolutely love that brand. They are definitely still in my top 3. But yeah, I just wanted to use that because I didn't want to use that landfold one anymore. And just to try to speed up this process, I went with I went with it like extended nail bed. I didn't do the whole slant. I was just trying to hurry up at this point. And so I ain't have no problems with this polygel. It was soft. It was nice. It did what it needed to do. I always recommend them. So if you guys who are just starting out or struggling with polygel and you're looking for a great polygel, I definitely suggest iGel Beauty. I never had an issue with their polygels. It cured fine. It doesn't flood. It's not sticky. And they always have like a 60% sale off. And so, and they 30 milliliter tubes. So you can just get like 1 or 2 just to test it out before committing to buying a lot of them. But I definitely recommend it. Alright, so again, I'm just doing an extended nail bed. And I did the same design and process from the pointer finger and the pinky finger. And then, let's see here. Alright, gave that a quick cure. And then, okay, I did go in with that orange again. Now, with the orange, I didn't want to use it on a nail bed, so I went ahead and just did it at the free edge. All I'm pretty much doing for these two, because the video is going to jump again soon, but all I'm doing now is pretty much doing a slant, but I'm just doing a slant around the nail bed. But yeah, that's that. While that's playing out, because I could have edited out a lot of this, but I want to thank you guys who've been showing me so much love and support. I truly appreciate you guys. It's crazy because I'll get in a little mood or a little funk, and you guys will say something or recreate one of my sets or just something, and it would just boost my confidence, and it just makes me appreciate you guys so much more. So thank you, thank you, thank you guys. I truly appreciate it. But yeah, again, if you guys want the polygel, please feel free to reach out. And I'm just rambling on at this point because I really could have took all of this out of here. But let me see. I think I just did the 2 orange colors, and that was that. Yeah. Okay. Yo, while that's doing that, it's so weird. Like, both my children are in school, so my home is like dead silent. Like, you can't hear nothing. Like, I can hear my ceiling fan going, but my house is so quiet, and it's so weird. I'm so used to hearing my children on the other side of my closet door banging and making noise. But alright, so boom, there's the pointer finger. Again, the same thing. The pointer finger and all of them ended with this glitter green. Alright, so now that that's done, there was the colors I used. I'm just going to take some alcohol and wipe that sticky layer off. Guys, never forget to wipe that sticky layer off, especially when you just starting, because you would think that your nails are not cured because they still are sticky and tacky. So make sure you wipe them off. Now, I am looking at these bad boys because they look a hot mess. But, guys, know this is my favorite part. I love having a file. I love seeing how bad they look before filing and then what I turned them into. Alright, now, guys, I wanted to say this too. Right? I always recommend you get whatever e-file is in your budget and just invest in good bits. I have 2 bits, both from AliExpress. Same price, 2 different sellers. This one, I turned my e-file on 10. It's a little hard to see, but I am filing this nail with a coarse green bit that I got from AliExpress. I paid $14 for this bit. As you can see, I'm filing and nothing. Like, there's no dust flying. No, it's not doing anything. And I bought both of these bits at the same time. One came before the other, but I bought them both at the same time. Now I'm going to grab my other green coarse bit, got from AliExpress, same price. I'm going to turn my e-file up to 10. I'll be trying to show y'all, but it's hard to see. Same finger, and you can immediately see all of that dust start flying. So, with that being said, invest in good bits. Now, sometimes it can be a little hard to know which ones are good for you and which ones aren't. But just get whatever e-file that is in your budget or whichever e-file you like or whatever. Don't think that the e-file is the part of filing that all the magic happen. In my opinion, it don't. I have many e-files and they all do the same thing. It's the bits that makes the difference. So invest in good bits. That bit was just another bit I got from AliExpress. Alright, now you guys know I absolutely love this green hand file. It is super sturdy. It gets my sides super crisp. Like, I don't know if you guys can see that, but that one side was like straight. Do the same thing on the other side. I personally file up and down instead of back and forth. That helps me to get straight side walls. But if you can see how straight my sides were. Alright, and then these files, these thin wood hand files, absolutely love these also. They are super sturdy. They are good for getting in between your side wall and the extension, or just getting in them corners pretty much. That's what these little thin ones are really, really good for. I definitely love these. Those 2 files you guys will see in every video because they are my go-to files. So after I finish like working on that shaping, never skip, if I have to say, never skip filing on the surface of that nail. Like, all I'm doing is just filing through the body, just making sure the whole nail is chalky, making sure there's no shiny areas. That's how I know that my nail is pretty even on the tops with no lumps and dips. There was like, I don't know if you guys caught it, but it was a little light spot or a shiny spot, and that's how I knew I didn't file that part. But alright, hands are washed, dust are clean, sink is clean. I'm going to go in with some protein bond. I'm only using a protein bond because I don't like the dusty look and the crusty, ashy look that my cuticles look like after I file and wash them. So I'm just taking that protein bond just to get rid of that little crusty look overnight. It doesn't really serve a big purpose. It's just I don't like to use cuticle oil. Now I'm going to go in with my all-time favorite, Vanillisa top coat. It's just something about this top coat. It works amazing for me. It's just really, really nice. I really love this top coat. So I'm just going to make sure I top coat the entire nail along the sides also. Clean up any extra they may have spilled down into the sides, and then wipe off the extra. For me, guys, the small details matter. So if you see that top coat flooded in those cuticles, wipe it out. Like if you see it, just clean it off, because those little details does make a difference. I'm not the best at doing bling. This is my least favorite part of doing nails, but I do feel like mixing the rhinestones, mixing the shapes. I'm sorry, not the shape. Well, yeah, mixing the shapes and sizes and rhinestones, it just give it a better look. That's just my personal opinion. And so if you struggle like I do, just try to mix it up a little bit and it'll come out better. All of my bling for the most part come from AliExpress. I love the prices there. And so, yeah, both of those, the bigger one and the little ones, both came from AliExpress. And all I'm doing is just filling in the gaps with different size green rhinestones. Not a whole lot to it. Again, this is my least favorite part. But that was that. And then I just kind of look at my nail from different angles, just making sure I like the position of everything, just to make sure it looks straight from what I can see. And then after doing so, I did give that a full cure. Okay, so when I top coat, I usually do one finger at a time. Every now and then I may do 2 fingers if I'm just doing like 1 or 2, 3, 4 rhinestones. When I don't do a whole lot to it, I'll do 2. But oh, I just got a brain fog. Forgot what I was about to say about that. But oh yeah, so I do cure them. I do my top coat a full cure, a full 60-second cure. So each finger get a full cure. And then by the time I get to my thumb, I know that they are all fully cured. I don't have to worry about any smudges or anything like that. Now for this middle finger and the ring finger, because the nails was the same, I just did a quick 4 rhinestones, starting with the biggest one, working down to the smallest size, and then just aligning them, making sure everything looks right. And that was pretty much that. I didn't do a whole lot to that. But after making sure everything was good, I always wipe that extra off the sides. I do have a paper towel nearby. And then I cured it. Here are the nails after they have been cured and everything. Bling has been applied. I always put back my extra. And that is the nail. But I do want to thank you guys again so much for all the love and support. I have seen your guys' requests, and although one was like a little odd to me, I'm definitely going to try to do it. But if there's anything you guys are interested in seeing, just let me know. And I'll do my best to try it. Now, before y'all log out, I want to show you guys how I remove my sets. So I take my cuticle pusher, push the nails back, and then I'll take some tweezers. Now these ones are a lot sharper than the ones I used when I earlier in the video. All I'm doing is taking them tweezers and in a little corner, just like I did previously, just lifting a little corner. I'm just putting them tweezers under there just a little bit where the tip of the tweezers are under the extension. After doing so, I cut my water on. I always make sure my water is as hot as I can stand it. And then I run the water over the nail. And so I am going to start moving the camera around a little bit so you guys can get a better view of what I'm doing. But let me say this. I use a peel-off base coat for every set. This is how I remove my nails. And so for you guys who feel like I'm doing it wrong or whatever the case may be, this is me, my nails, and this is what works for me. If I had to recommend or suggest you guys do yours the way you do yours, I definitely would probably recommend you file it down and soak it. But I'm not going to stop removing my nails like this. All I'm doing is once I get that tweezer under there and I put that water on there, all I'm doing with them tweezers is just holding that nail so the water can get under it. I am not pulling it. I'm not tugging at it. I'm not doing nothing. The tweezers are just holding the nail. And then I may rotate my hand just to make sure the water pressure is getting underneath of the nail. So I zoomed it up a little bit so you guys can get a better view. Take the tweezer, put it under there, let the water start running. Again, the water is really hot, but hot as I can stand it. And then every now and then them tweezers do slip out. But just hold it, and then I rotate the hand with the nail on it so that water can get all under it. And then I can feel the water breaking the bond. And then the nail just pops right off. Sometimes some nails are a little harder than others to get off. And in that case, I'll just take some of that same oil and just put it on the cuticle and allow for it to pop off. But that is just how I remove my nails. Put that tweezer on there, let that hot water run, and the nail usually just pop off. I know I said this a lot, but I am using a peel-off base coat, and this method worked great for me. But yeah, sorry, my finger was like all in the way. But that is that, and that's how I take them off. Again, now I would not do this method at all if I'm using a regular base coat. Let me repeat that. If I'm using regular base coat, I would not do this method. I would clip off the length, file them down, and then soak them in acetone. But thank you guys so much for taking out the time to watch my videos. I truly appreciate it, and I definitely hope you guys were able to get something out of this video as to my process when I have failures or just me removing them. But thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.